serve from Spicy Vegan Food, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this fast and easy enchilada sauce in under 10 minutes using all pantry ingredients. Now, this is not an authentic enchilada sauce, it's definitely more of a Tex-Mex, but the flavor is there, it's very delicious, it's very easy to make, and if you don't have a lot of ingredients around, that's okay. You should have most of these ingredients in your pantry, and it is so fast and easy to make. Okay, so you want to measure out all of your ingredients ahead of time because you're going to need them really fast. So first we need 1 to 2 tablespoons of chili powder. I prefer 2 tablespoons. And then I need 2 tablespoons of neutral flavored oil. I'm using olive oil. And then there's our spices, cumin, oregano, garlic powder, and optional, you can have a little pinch of cinnamon in there as well. I have salt and pepper to taste. I have 2 tablespoons of flour. You can use gluten-free all-purpose flour if you want, and 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. If you don't want to use the tomato paste, you can make it without. And I also have 2 cups of chickenless broth. So first we're going to get a saucepan on medium heat, and I'm going to add in my oil. Now I actually want to warm up my oil before I start adding the ingredients in. You'll see why we needed to have everything measured ahead of time as we get going, because this all happens pretty fast. So I'm going to add in just a sprinkle of my flour to make sure I'm getting that sizzle when the flour goes in, and I did, so I'm good to go. I'm going to add the rest of my flour in there, and I want to be constantly whisking because I don't want this to stick or burn. So you really have to kind of stay with this sauce. It's super needy when you're making it. You have to stay nearby and make sure, and just keep whisking, whiskey business. Just keep making sure that you're whisking that and that nothing is burning or sticking to the bottom of the pot. If you keep whisking that, you're going to notice you get a really nice, beautiful paste like this. It smells amazing. Like, it smells so good. But make sure you're not like letting that burn at all. This comes together really fast. And then you'll have your broth right there, ready, steamy, hot. Add a little bit of the broth in, mix it together. At this point, you could have added the tomato paste with the spices as well, but I forgot, so I'm adding it in later. That won't affect the flavor. Just keep adding your broth in, keep whisking, and then since I forgot to add my tomato paste in earlier, I am going to go ahead and add that in now. And it's not like such a big game changer if I add it in now, but if I had remembered, I would add it in with the dry spices right before adding in that vegetable broth or chickenless broth or whatever broth you're using there. So I'm going to, again, whisk that. Now that I've got all my ingredients mixed together, I want to bring this sauce to a boil. Once I bring it to a boil, I'm going to reduce it to a simmer. Again, you want to be around just whisking this. You're going to cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes or until it thickens, because you do want this to be a little bit of a thicker sauce. And once it's all thickened, you can add that to a jar to cool. You can store this in your fridge for up to a week. You can store it in your freezer for 2 to 3 months. I'm going to add some fresh ground black pepper. I didn't need salt because my broth was already salty, but if yours is unsalted, you can add in some salt. I like a lot of fresh ground black pepper, but you can just put it into your own taste. And I'm just going to add this into a jar and save this for when I'm making enchiladas. So it's great to make this ahead for your meal prep, and you can have it on hand. It tastes so much better than the store-bought stuff you're just going to be getting from the can, and it's amazing. And like I said, you can actually make this without the tomato paste. When I make it without the tomato paste, I put in just a tiny little 1/4 teaspoon of vinegar in there for acidity. Again, more of a Tex-Mex inspired recipe, but this is so delicious and easy to make. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like this one, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below.